If you're just starting out and your chords sound buzzy, muted, or just plain bad, you're not alone. Almost every beginner runs into this, and in this short video, I'll show you 3 easy fixes that will make your chords sound clearer right away. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin, and this is Maggie May. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
She's gonna want to go for 2. All right. Video's gonna be a little longer today because we're gonna do 2 treats. Here you go. All right. Now let's get started. So if you are playing some guitar chords and you're thinking, that does not sound good, or it sounds just plain bad, you're wondering what's going on. A lot of folks, when they're first starting out, just think to themselves, or what I've kind of observed, and folks say a lot, is I'm just not cut out for this. And I'm here to say, I don't think that's true. I think oftentimes it comes down to some minor adjustments that make big differences. Just to give you an example, for tip number 1, we're going to be playing this G chord. And oftentimes, what I'll see folks do, and what I did when I was first starting out, is I might let my hand and my fingers just kind of drag. And I might get some muted strings. So, you know, the difference between this G chord and this G chord, big difference, but small adjustment. I'm making sure I'm aware of arching my fingers. So when you're playing your guitar chords, you don't want to kind of have them lay like this. You want to get a nice, good arch so you can press your fingers into the strings and into the fretboard.
Is that why you have to have short nails?
Short fingernails help. Vicky's always saying she can't play guitar because she has long fingernails. I always say, check out Dolly Parton.
I know, but hers are cemented on.
Yeah, but it's still, you can make it, but yeah, you want to, I do keep my fretting hand fingernails, pretty trim. And the other thing that's a big deal with some of this is guitar, the action on your guitar, which is how far your strings are from the fretboard. But that's a whole nother subject. This is more of things you can do right away to kind of address this. So make sure you arch those fingertips. And if you would like a free resource, I've got 3, or actually, it's the first 8 chords that you should learn when you're playing guitar. If you would like a free resource, check out the link in the description below and get those first 8 chords and some lessons on practicing those so you can start arching those fingers and sounding better right away. Tip number 2 is, I guess you would call it fret placement. It's being really aware of where you're placing your fingers on the fretboard. Now we're going to use an example of a D chord. And our index finger plays that 3rd string, 2nd fret for that D chord. And if you just kind of doing a little experiment, if you put your finger as close as you can to this fret here, the fret wire, this is the 2nd fret in between here, you want to get your finger as close, not on top of it, because you'll get totally janky.
Yeah.
But if you just move it slightly back, you're going to need less pressure and you're going to get less buzz. The further back you go, then you start getting that buzz. So you really want to pay attention to fret placement and getting your fingers close, as close as you can to the frets when you're pressing down into the fretboard. And you'll get a much clearer tone that way. Fix number 3 is another sample here is with this D chord. This tip is to mute some of your strings, which is counterintuitive. When I first picked up the guitar and played a D chord, that's what I'm doing, right? And that's what we're all doing. We're excited, we're learning guitar, we're playing chords. But then I'm like, why does my D chord not sound like my guitar teacher's D chord? And especially with this chord, you want to just play the 4th string down, strings 4, 3, 2, and 1, which can be a little bit of a challenge when you're a beginner of, being more precise with your pick or finger placement. But the biggest tip I have here for this D chord is you're going to mute, at the very least, mute this low E 6th string. Here's the D chord with the 6th string ringing out.
Doesn't sound very good.
Right? Here's the same chord, D chord, and all I'm doing now is I'm muting that 6th string.
Much clearer.
Yeah,
Much clearer.
little adjustment. Big difference. And all I'm doing there is leaving my thumb resting against this 6th string. I'm not pushing on it, I'm not pressing, it's just resting against it so it does this instead of this. If you're finding this video helpful and you would like to support the channel, which is a great idea, hit that like button. It will help other folks on YouTube like you see the lesson. So grab your guitar, we'll do a quick exercise here and put these 3 tips into practice real quick. We're going to play a G chord, and you're going to remember to arch those fingers. We're going to pick each string individually. Then we're going to strum it. Then we're going to switch to that D chord. We're going to pick from the 4th string down. And then we're going to strum all 6 strings, but we're going to mute that 6th string. Just kind of do that back and forth. And it's a nice little exercise to get you thinking about that arch, about that fret placement, and about the muting of some strings. It can go a long way to help those chords sound much better. Up next, check out this video, Clean Chords Made Easy, which is a much bigger, deeper dive into the subject. Man, she is all about the treats today. Yeah. And I do a little, show you a little pencil trick that will help you even more with making your chords sound better. Remember that Vicki and Maggie and I appreciate your views and your support here on YouTube. We'll see you for the next lesson. And remember, you're never too old to learn.